Is that girlfriend?
Yeah. Can't find the condoms.
Oh, good evening and welcome to the Wine Mothership, Season 2. My name's Ian.
And I'm Peter.
And tonight we're going to dig in to some white Bordeaux. Let's get going.
Fabulous.
Okay, by way of exposition, we've got a few questions. Peter, are you a retired civil servant from Tunbridge Wells?
No.
Right, okay. Are you an ex-colonel in the Imperial Army?
No.
Okay, not from the 19th century. Okay, and are you a fisherman from the village of Aries in Aquitaine in France?
No.
No, okay. So you're probably not going to be interested in white Bordeaux then?
Why not?
Well, because they're very, very conservative demographics we might think of that would be associated with white Bordeaux. So I'm pretty much certain that you're not going to be interested. Or would you?
Or would I?
Or would you?
So Ian, we're looking at some very conservative wines, you said.
Yes, well, I mean, traditionally the consumer base of these wines have been conservative, but of course, you know, that's led to reduced prices. It's not fashionable, it's not expensive. So, yeah.
You're a fan?
I'm a big fan, a big fan. You can get some really high quality stuff for a very reasonable price.
Okay, so today what are we looking at? What wines do we have?
The reason I've chosen these two wines today, excuse me, is they represent two different faces of white Bordeaux. What we've got is Les Arums de Lagrange, which is Chateau Lagrange from Saint-Julien, an area in Medoc, near the Atlantic Ocean, traditionally associated with red wines.
Okay.
And we've got Chateau Leognan, which is the third wine of Chateau Carbonio from Pessac-Leognan, which is a slightly more inland area, more traditionally associated with white wines. So we've got the old school white wine producers versus the young usurpers.
Okay, well Ian, I guess we're starting with this chap here. This is Les Arums de Lagrange.
Yeah, that's correct. Correct, the 2009 vintage, yeah.
What's in it?
It's 60% Sauvignon Blanc, it's 30% Semillon, and it's 10% Muscadel. Let's get into the tasting notes. Have you got your notes there?
I do have my notes.
Go on,
Yes.
Okay, what do you reckon?
I loved it. I thought it was delicious.
Wonderful, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it.
Go on, give me the whole gamut. What do you reckon?
Okay, well, I mean, colour. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It looks like, as I imagine a white wine would look.
Yeah, indeed.
I couldn't really find it difficult to comment on that.
Light straw.
Nose, again, it was
Okay.
very little as well, but oh god, you get your lips around that. There's a lot going on in there. I thought there was,
right.
in a word, mead.
Right, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
there's certainly, it's very honeyed. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. It's also got some citrus components there. Lime, lemongrass. It's kind of a straightforward white Bordeaux, but it's just what it does very well. I know what you mean about mead. Go on.
Yeah, if you have to drink alcohol with a cold, this is perfect. It's got the honey, it's got the lemon. What more do you need? Paracetamol? Chop a couple in there?
There you go.
You're golden.
Grind it up, put it in there.
Yeah.
There's also one more thing I want to mention. There's a lot of oak in here as well. It's kind of subtly used. I looked on the website and it wasn't too clear about like how much was new. I don't think there's too much new oak. I think it might be like 2 or 3 year old oak barrels. But there's
And that's coming through in the nose and the colour?
Yes, the nose, but probably more in the flavour and the length. There's a lot of length and a lot of power and complexity to this wine. It's difficult to put your finger on, but certainly I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck with this bad boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, Ian, wine number 2 is this one, which is the Chateau Leognan.
Yeah, that's
if I'm not mistaken.
They're from the very traditional white winemaking area of Bordeaux, Pessac-Leognan. This is the third wine of a very famous place. Chateau Carbonio had the Grand Vin, the #1 wine of Chateau Carbonio a couple of weeks ago. Oh my god, it was delicious.
What's in it?
Well, this one, it's Sauvignon Blanc 60%, Semillon 40%, so you notice there's no Muscadel in this one.
Right, okay. That's a key point, I'm guessing.
It could be. It's difficult to tell, but certainly there are differences between this one and the wine we tasted previously.
Okay, so what did you think then?
I really like this. It's a bit more mineral. It's not as intense as the Lagrange. It's a bit more herbal as well. It's more restrained. I think there's, you know, you can tell the fact that the vines that produce this wine are slightly younger. Chateau Carbonio, the producers of this wine, make sure that the youngest grapes that they've got go into this wine. Just so, you know, they've got a use for the grapes before they, you know, fully mature. But it's a little bit more restrained. What do you reckon?
It's all right. It's hard not to feel a little disappointed after the Arums de Lagrange. It's just, it's pleasant. It's nice. It just lacks the kind of, you know, rooty characteristics of the one we just had.
I know. Yeah, this really grabs you by the throat, doesn't it? I mean, the you know, the character of all the grapes that go into it, and there's just a little bit of extra guts and
the gonads.
You know, well, indeed, yes, from the muscadel, and you know, the really ripe Semillon character. It just drags you in.
There's something in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's something nice. I mean, it's pleasant, it's lovely, but you could. I mean, I said before, you could brush your teeth with this stuff. It's so light, a little bit grassy, I think, in there. So chopped grass.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Sauvignon Blanc comes through grassy, a bit more gooseberry. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not? Right, well, I think it's time for our first shit wine review.
Shit wine, yes, okay.
Of season 2.
Right, okay.
Are you ready?
Right, go on.
Well, today we've got something interesting. Actually, I've got to admit here, this is not my selection. This is our director's.
Yeah.
This wine is called Merci beaucoup.
Oh, thank you very much.
Which I believe is How did you know?
Scholar.
And this was apparently free with glasses.
Like
glasses,
okay,
like
eyeglasses. Okay, not like wine glasses.
It was a free bottle of wine from when you purchased a set of eyeglasses.
Okay.
A very
Paris Nicky, I recognise the name.
A very respectable glasses manufacturer, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the wine is called Malatesta Sangiovese Rubicon.
Okay, right.
IGT.
Okay. So hang on, Sangiovese?
Yes. Shall we?
Nah, okay.
I quite like this actually.
Do you really?
I do. There's something. I mean, this has been open for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
No, there is something interesting in there. I'm getting a flavour that I can't quite describe.
I know, it's Sangiovese skin. I know what you mean. It tastes like that kind of slightly candied, but like slightly burnt candy of cheap Sangiovese. It's not shit. It's not shit, but it's not good.
Not good.
No.
But I mean, for free, I think it's wonderful.
No, I'd rather have cheaper glasses.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I'd rate this kind of on from our first series of cheap wine review.
Yeah.
I'd rate this quite highly. You know.
Well, okay. Right,
I could imagine drinking this at any reputable glasses manufacturer in Japan.
Yes, but indeed, I would drink this at basically any disreputable glasses manufacturer as well. Okay. Not shit, not good.
Okay. I think there's enough going on here to be happy with.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the shit wine review.
Thank you.
Okay, and welcome back to The Reckoning. Now, something a bit different in the second series of the Wine Mothership.
No scoring.
That's correct, no scoring. It was inconsistent and quite frankly boring, so we've just decided to go with our impressions of which is the best one.
Okay.
Okay, now, Peter, what do you reckon? Which is the best one?
Oh, it's quite obviously going to be this one, isn't it?
Okay.
Les Arums de Lagrange. I mean, it's wonderful in nearly every respect. It's got all kinds of fruit going on there. It's got lemonies coming through.
Yep.
Honey is wonderful.
Yep.
It's got the herbs in the background. It is a wonderfully expansive meadow stretching out. Whereas this the Leognan is it is merely a babbling brook by the side of it. It's a beautiful brook, but it is still just a brook.
No, I would actually. Do you know what? I'd heartily agree with that breakdown. A babbling brook is a very nice thing, but I'd take the meadow over the brook every time. The only thing I would probably add is that if at about 3,000 yen. Both of these ones seem quite reasonable to you. I would go for the Les Arums de Lagrange for richer fish dishes and poultry. But if you're having something very, very, very subtle, something very, not necessarily shellfish, but like white fish, maybe sashimi, go for the Leognan. But that would be the only caveat I would have to recommend the Chateau Leognan over the Les Arums de Lagrange.
Okay, I will break in a little bit here.
Go on.
If we're going to start talking price, value for money,
right.
I'm going to have to recommend this little chap here.
Right, okay.
I mean, seeing as this was precisely no money at all, I thought it was one of the best ship wines. Certainly the best ship wine we've had this series.
Yeah, okay. So your thesis is based on the fact that you, Peter, paid 0 yen for this wine?
Yes.
Okay, I've got a couple of questions. How much did you pay for this wine?
0 yen.
Right, you can go and fuck yourself then, can't you? Because
Right.
I bought the wines tonight, and god damn it, I'm going to choose the winner. Les Arums de Lagrange 2009. Thank you very much for watching the Wine Mothership. And remember, may the wine be with you, always.